Welcome back everyone, it's Maker back here with more Fire Emblem Three Houses. I spent the last month just kind of like goofing off, even though I knew where Flayn was and who stole her. But I decided, you know what, I really don't care because I wanted to see how far I could push my students as students and put them into different classes. Even though I really didn't. Like, some students may have changed classes in between. I just did a lot of grinding. So, like, when you see the next, like, Fade to Black, that's when you'll probably see the, like, 6 or 7 supports that I got specifically for Byleth. And I do mean specifically for him because I've gotten a few, like, Constant, Happy. Leone comes way later, but I've gotten a few others. I believe Dorothy and Petra's. No, I put Petra in the last one. But, yeah, when we go on to our next mission in the underground chamber, basically when this next, like, cut comes off, I'll put it up. Alright, and we're back. Yeah, I cut out all that, put all the supports up, so it's probably later on in the video, but you see now.
Flayn is still missing. What could have happened to her?
Everyone, hurry! I heard a scream coming from Professor Jeritza's room!
Jeritza. Ah, the combat professor with the mask. He has always been rather suspicious. We must hurry.
And dude, you only get
Professor
that little...
Jeritza? Are you there?
Do you know that you only really get that little cutscene if you don't immediately go after Flayn? Like, I did in my first playthrough and I wasted like a whole month.
He does not seem to be here. Hmm? On the ground! Professor Manuela!
She's unconscious.
Oh my gosh, we see
Someone
Byleth
clearly
finally
attacked
emote.
Look at her hand. It looks as though she is pointing at something. There.
There's an opening behind that shelf. Perhaps a secret passageway.
What is the meaning of... Wait, is that Manuela? What happened here?
We know as much as you do. She needs to be taken to the infirmary.
Yes, of course. And quickly. Give me a hand, child.
Understood. I'll support her head. Professor, I'll be back shortly. Please be careful.
Does this mean Professor
Okay, so
Jeritza
we're
did it?
out of Edelgard
Could he
for
also
this
have
chapter.
kidnapped
Yay.
Flayn? We should start by investigating this passageway. Do you agree, Professor?
Someone hurt the milk, Professor. We need to revenge them.
Agreed. The
Oh
culprit
my
could be
gosh.
hiding inside.
That settles it.
Oh
We'll
god,
take the offensive. Here we
I
come, you
have
monsters.
way too much fun
Shall
with this
we,
game.
Professor?
It's like, oh, I'll be back to do a tier list for characters. I like everyone S rank except for Lawrence.
I never would have imagined. Hmm? I see someone. They're unconscious.
Oh god, that does not look like a pretty scene.
Yes. And there is someone else, too. It appears to be another student.
Someone's coming. I recognize that scythe and mask. It's that jerk we fought at the Holy Mausoleum.
That sword. You must be.
This dude's just walking up. Hey, yo, how's it going?
The other will live. I will enjoy this dance of damnation.
Is there a Death Knight mask for sale? Because I'm pretty sure I would buy that. Granted, I'd probably be arrested in a heartbeat. And the fact that the color of my skin tone probably doesn't help that fact either. Then again, the dude dresses in all black,
Thanks.
so... yeah, no, this probably won't help either. Officer, why have you pulled me over? Oh,
I
God.
am grateful.
Okay. So, yeah. You know how I said you don't get access to Edelgard? Yeah, you don't have access to Edelgard for this particular map. But let's get a little round for the map. Hey, look who it is. The Death Knight! I hate this guy. But he's also just really... he's like a really tough fight. And here... can we zoom in real quick? We can't zoom in. We can only zoom out, but we can't zoom in. Just like, we'll do something about that later. And I need to switch Mercedes, because hey, guess what? I recruited Mercedes off screen. During one of my outs training, my outs running around the monastery, I was able to recruit Mercedes. Here's the thing, we're going to take Ferdinand, you, Let's see. We definitely need to keep... We're keeping Lysithea on because she, off screen, I was able to get her Dark Spike Stata. And I think that's Stata. And guess what? It's effective against Cavalry. Guess who's Cavalry? Heyo! So, and you see all this and just the amount of crap that you have to go through first stage, particularly one chest. It's actually not going to be hard if you want to send someone like Byleth through, because Byleth just absolutely annihilates it, because at this point it's level 20 and a Trickster, and there's going to be something I'm going to do at the beginning of next month to absolutely break the game and get everyone to S rank plus. I kid you not, I want to do that, and it's going to be fun. But we already have our units, you pretty much see them. But we're also going to throw in someone like Bernadetta and Caspar, because Caspar hasn't been getting a lot of training. And we're also going to throw... I was able to get Ingrid to be a... blah 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 blah. What? Frickin' Brigand. But we're going to build up some more supports between our characters. I'm going to use Felix, because I actually feel like Felix needs to do this. Give Shamir Leone, and for Yuri, we're just going to give him Ingrid, because why not? I think they have a support together, I'm not sure. Actually, you know what, hold up, let me see. I'm going to check Yuri. Yuri, do you have a support with Ingrid? Yes, yes you do. We'll see some of these off screen. I'll do another supportive Black Eagles, but the problem is, like, I just don't want to put them all back, like, really soon afterwards. But anyways, let's start this fight. Let's go! Defeat the Deathlight or rout all their enemies, Byleth falls in battle, or 25 turns pass.
Our objective is to recover Flayn. Let us hope we are not too late. Something odd about the floor over there. What will happen if we step on it?
I'll tell you quick and short. It's a warp tile. You just warp to a different point, bam, and then you want to warp to all these other points and get the different rewards around the map. I really don't think they're worth it, in my personal opinion, but hey, that's just me. I made Byleth a Trickster.
Stay focused.
So what I'm going to do is something very dumb, and that I'm going to give him an Invasion Ring. So basically, he can't be hit ever. That's going to be hilarious.
To work.
The problem with this map is that there's so many freaking enemies. Like, it's ridiculous the amount that they throw at you. Right here. I feel like it's going to be worse on Madden, because I'm doing another Madden run, just like off by itself, just trying to see how it works, and I feel like it's going to be hell. Oh wow. Violet is just going to annihilate everyone who comes his way. Wow, I made a mistake doing this. Good lord, I did not plan for this. I really did not plan for this. This is my bad. I forgot to equip the evasion ring. So, realistically, Violet should be dodging most of these, and I may vault this. Okay, yeah, I should probably just take off the equipment for Violet, and probably just give him the evasion ring, so I really won't be hit. And you still get class experience for someone attaching you. And 124, yeah. How long do we actually max out this class? I don't freaking know, but Bolt is going to work and just punching dude with Tonfa. And when the game first came out, I absolutely loved the Tonfa. It's really nothing special, but it's just like, oh, so clean, so crisp, so good. Like, it's Tonfa. I want to use Tonfa. It's not the most broken thing in the world. It just looks cool. Here we go with Meyer. And we actually double. That's the weird thing, is that we double with Hero. And if I want to be stupid broken, I could put Byleth in range of people. And that's not what I wanted, but whatever. Give everyone... Now we can move everyone forward. And I believe I made Yuri a thief off screen as well, because he mastered the mercenary class.
Leave it to me.
Say he mastered the mercenary class. If I really want to be dumb, I could warp Byleth right into this room and end the map early, but I don't want to do that, because guess what? I actually want my units to gain some experience, you know? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to unequip this. Beep. Put this on.
Contraptions in the floor. Stay alert.
We'll stay alert, sure, fine, whatever. I think it makes Byleth unarmed by default. No, it just shows that he has no weapon on. I just want to have Byleth stand there and eventually, like, basically dodge tank. We're gonna have Byleth dodge tank this whole map. And hopefully it works. I say hopefully because there's no guarantee. Rustic gauntlets, yay. Okay, let's move forward. Just take it. Take it with your chest, Byleth. That's essentially what he takes it with his chest. Because they literally can't hurt him, that's the thing. And just dodge. And that's right, it's like cheaping out on class experience for him, in my opinion. It's like, alright, here, we're gonna use this as a way to get class experience. So that way Byleth just doesn't freaking annihilate everything that comes his way. Alright, so we're gonna use this to... Ooh, wow, he's on a void tile. That actually kinda sucks. But the thing is, he does no damage. He actually does no damage, but his chest is too big. Oh yeah, by the way, I have magic now, so I can theoretically just... Yo! Does he just jump up and punch fire? If that's the case, that is badass. It's like a jump up and punch fire. Alright, for real, let's do this. Oh my gosh, dang.
Are we done?
Shamir. Recruit Shamir. Goth G. There's your Goth GS for Fire Emblem, Shamir. We'll throw in you. Deadeye. Screw it. Reading a class experience. I actually haven't been training Bernadette all that much, even though that's my usual go-to. I think in my Blue Lion playthrough, I dumped all my attack stat boosters into her. You can't do anything, but you get kicked in. You got kicked in your chest. I've been watching way too much Boondocks. I immediately thought of Boondocks when
Take a game.
Oh wow, look at the crit.
Boring.
There we go.
Amazing.
Alright. Miasma. And that's it. It's over. Bye bye. Again, we're gonna just do that because we're basically gonna have Byleth dodge tank again. That's what I said. Byleth is a dodge tanking god with the evasion ring and all that. So basically, it's like they're never gonna hit us. And if they do hit us, our stats are right now way too high for them to hurt us. And I also need to do some other stuff. Door. Open. Open says me. Let's see. Is this an avoid tile? That's an avoid tile, yeah. I'm thinking that magic ignores avoid. Earns terrain, and it's determined by like skill and luck and all that. And just get some experience. Seriously though, if we could just have everyone just dodge tank, that'd be amazing. Alright, turn that up then. You're gonna freaking fuck out. Oh wow, we actually killed what? Alright, we're gonna do this. Actually no, we don't do enough damage. You don't. With you, we attack. And training mode. We get a kill.
Nothing hurts.
Hey! I wasn't that hopeful, but we will take it. I need to open door. Violet just opens door. That's his job. I am the official door opener. Oh wow, we actually do not hit. Okay, if we use curve shot, we have a chance to hit. Barely. We didn't get it. Okay though. Let's see. We're not gonna walk. We'll save that for later. I am just kind of moving everyone forward because it's really not that big of a deal for us. And we do need to get this over as soon as possible, remember. Like, we are technically on a time limit. Oh yeah, I forgot. We opened the door here. Training sword. You know,
One more success.
there we go. Oh wow, okay. Oh wow, that actually kind of hurt. Don't hit. God dang it. And she gets double weapon experience with it. Yeah. Okay, Bernadetta. I need you to not screw this up, and I need you to take him out in like a single hit, which you will do. Which you hit very hard. Like ridiculously hard. It's actually not even that funny. You go in here. Hey, with the low hit, you got the crit, which is good for us.
I'd better keep up.
Okay. Throw Violet further in, so we can dodge tank. Send that back to the convoy, and just put everyone closer in. And maybe you could say this is like I'm choke pointing with Violet. That's kind of the point. Like, I'm trying to make sure that Violet at least is getting the class experience. Like, he's not hogging all the normal experience, because Violet is already pretty over level for the point we're at in the game. I say that, then again, the Death Knight's level 20. We're level 20, and they're not again, but they literally do nothing, so it doesn't matter. They do nothing. Say it with your chest. There we go. We get a kill. Get 30 damage, it's very, very hard. Again, death blow in combination to all the things we do with her. Let's see. I could put her here. Bam. Dodge. She actually has
Another one down.
Put Violet forward again. And just have Violet say with his chest. It's funny, he's like, alright, here, say with the chest. You want talk loud, talk proud. Talk proud, talk loud. Alright, so I really didn't care about the weapons because I did with Ferdinand in my first playthrough. I'm like, oh wow, Ferdinand was like really on low health, and then by like the end of it, it was like really taxing on him. But we go here. Say it with your chest. Oh, you're gonna hit shot barely do any damage. And we also don't want all the experience as well because she hits hard. So let's see, let's get Caspar. Caspar with the Iron Gauntlets it'll do it, but we don't have the iron. We don't have the necessary speed to apply the Iron Gauntlets.
It's good to be king.
Send that back. Shamir attacked it.
Taking aim.
Wow, I was not expecting crit.
Sleep in the dirt.
I was honestly expecting it.
Making me look bad.
Okay, well. Bye-bye. Like, it's not a real experience, it's just like...
Should I help back?
Give him something. And move everyone kind of closer to him. And then I want to get Lysithea as close as possible so we can show off like what Darkness data or whatever it is. I need to look at it. If I keep saying data, I'll probably put it in the next episode where it's like, alright, it's not actually data, it's whatever this is. It's like Greek alphabet. Not Greek alphabet, it's alphabet signs and all that crap. Alright, open says me, door. No, we're not gonna do that because that would be painful. We use Deadeye or Curve Shot though. Curve Shot just annihilates. So we're gonna do that. Burning damage is very hard. Even at max health, because we have death blow on her. So we're actually doing pretty decent damage. Okay. Just have everyone move up. And again, we're gonna try to get Lysithea to get in and do the final blow, or at least do max damage to Death Knight.
Too easy.
Each
battle a chance to grow.
As expected.
Just like, that was really dumb of the enemy. It's like, oh yes, I'm going to attack. Nip, and die. Let's see, convert. Let's see if we can get better fist weapons. Training gauntlet. We can get training gauntlets plus that and plus. Bam, actually kills me. Actually damage 3.
Yeah, it worked!
And if we zoom in, I actually just want to zoom in because you see this. I just want to show this off. Hey, look who's right here. That one student, a Flayn. You just notice that. Like, that's a little cute little not even Easter egg. It's just like a rip. Is that just a bottle of wine? This is like Death Knight just boozing it up in here. That's what I want to know. Death Knight was just boozing up like, hey, yo, how's it going? And I'm purposely going to throw myself right here in front of him and hopefully not die. Because he still does damage. Like, this guy hurts. Let's see. So we're going to do that. Does he double us if we attack with this? No, we double him. But here's the thing. We're going to wait. Because we want to throw, like, Cynthia further in so that way she can get the kill. And not someone like Bernadette or Shamir or anything like that. If Shamir had her sniper class skill up, which would, like, the master skill, because some classes get master skills, or some classes, some get, like, exclusive class like, skills, stuff like that. For her, it's,
Now you will die together. How joyous.
okay. And we still get the level up. Wow. Even with the weight option, this man has, like, ridiculous hit. And he has Poison Strike, I believe. Like, the bastard. Like, really?
Be mindful.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to heal here because, god dang, this man hits hard. Even like I said, with the weight option, this man's just like, alright, yeah, sure, fam. Nah, not. I think it's like, I don't know if he has like a weird skill on him where he like has like a very good chance to. Okay. Yeah, murderous intent, like, that's why. Even though we had, like, a bunch of evasion, this man's just like, yeah. Like, no. Which I think is kind of funny, but also, like, kind of dumb. But whatever. I also, like I said, we're gonna show off, like, Dark Spike Data, like, why I wanted to get, like, Cynthia so early on when we first fought Death Knight in Chapter 8. So we're gonna do that. Just wait. And we're gonna allow them to try and hit us. So we can get more class experience. Because we went from like 120 to like 130. Cynthia, would like to introduce you to Dark Spike's data. Yeah, look at that. 50. You basically have a guaranteed chance to hit all the time.
No need of you.
Like, ridiculous damage. And now she's on the same level as Violet. She's at the same level as Violet because of the sheer damage you could put out with her.
Kill them.
Halt! You're having a bit too much fun.
You are getting in the way of my game.
Huh. You'll have more opportunities to play soon. Your work here is done.
Understood. I will go.
Hey yo, you stole my kill. Get back here, I'm gonna kill you.
I am the Flame Emperor. It is I who will reforge the world.
Flame, you're reborn.
Rather worrisome that he sounds intent
I
on
had a
showing
pun in
up
my head
again.
and I messed it.
Are
Damn
they
it,
both
Omega.
okay? We should get them out of here. The enemy is withdrawn. Let's carry them up.
Linhard, I don't even think you were in this map, but whatever. The underground chamber done by chapter 14. Everyone gets some more motivation. Bam! It's actually not that difficult, like I said. And I'll call it there, but you'll probably see a bunch of cutscenes. My name is Jeritza, and I'll catch you all later.
They're pale and their pulses are slow. Still, I don't believe their lives are in danger.
You found Flayn? Where?
You missed the most important part of the mission. We found her within that secret passage. The culprits were the Death Knight and... what was his name? Ah, the Flame Emperor. Sadly, they got away.
All that matters is Flayn's safety. Right, Professor? It is unfortunate. If only you could have waited for me to return.
We will take these two to the infirmary. Professor, please inform Sedith.
Whatever the circumstance, I'm glad Flayn is safe. Though I'm curious to find out who that other girl is. Huh? Professor? Is that a smile? You look happy. I don't think I've ever seen you like this before. Anyhow, we should hurry to Sedith. He must be beside himself by now.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flayn is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that. Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you. Yes, indeed. I too am overjoyed. Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the rite of rebirth, the one known as the Death Knight. Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Jeritza. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flayn's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets of Flayn's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flayn, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us. That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
I see your point. I do. However...
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class? You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that. With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point. Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
I am so glad that Flayn is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl.
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance. I have been told that Manuela and Flayn are recovering nicely, as is Monica. Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flayn, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However...
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her at the monastery. We assumed she had run away. I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered. Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Yes, the students will remember it for the rest of their lives. Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you? There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much. Sorry, but I've got my own mission, and it's far from Gronder Field. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them. What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach, and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you. Don't get me wrong, I have no intention of dying. I know it would be too much to ask you to cheer up, but can you at least drop the serious... Well, I'll be. Was that a smile just now?